Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Go ahead and call the meeting to order. Do we have any public comment? Bill, got awful quiet, Bill. Okay, we'll move on to commissioner updates.
Last Thursday at 901 meeting, everything's going fine there. Got elected to the vice chair. Jason got elected to the chairman. Had a meeting Friday with Floyd and Tracy to discuss satellite office for the upcoming elections and got that taken care of. Just that was about it for last week.
Okay, Gordon?
Last week I went to Washington DC for president and executives meetings. So president, every association was there and the executive for every association was there. So hung out with Alaska, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and Montana mostly, and then California, Minnesota, and North Dakota. So, but it seems like at those meetings, everybody has the same issues. Talked a lot about unfunded mandates the state gives you, and property taxes and energy, data centers. Main thing was we went to George Washington Mount Vernon leadership and had a leadership thing on what George Washington fought in the wars back in the 1770s. It was pretty interesting. It was very professionally done, very, very good. Good experience. I've met a lot of them through the leadership conferences, and they were all there, the presidents from the associations. On Wednesday morning, we met with Senator Daines and Sheehy and Representative Zinke and Rosendale. So we had good meetings with those. Every one of them I talked to about Culbertson getting their Army National Guards in the OMS shop. So they're all aware of that. And they all said whatever we can do to help make that happen. So it's good to make those connections. So kind of on a one-to-one level. So stuff like that. It's and then I met the embassy. We went to this embassy of Switzerland, and the ambassador from Switzerland. I was just standing there. I came up and we had a 10-minute visit about reservations and oil and northeastern Montana. So he was very interested in stuff and how we, with the difference in the tribal and the non-tribal on the same county. And he just was very interested in stuff. That was kind of neat.
So you're saying the delegation supports you buying the National Guard?
Yes, or taking it over, however it's gonna work out.
And you said Rosendale, but you meant Donnan, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I went back one too many.
Okay.
Yes, and his wife was there too, and she was very pleasant.
Yeah.
First time I've met her.
Okay, last week, GNDC quarterly board meeting. Everything's going good with Great Northern Development. They did talk a little bit about Brownsville. That's one of the departments up there. Just an update. Still proceed forward with the cleanup of the Vets Club on Main Street. So that's still in the process. Sounds like this spring they'll get going on that. Some Brownsville money that they used to work through that. But that was a good meeting. Everything's going well there. Aside from that, mainly office work, emails, phone calls, kind of keeping things going in the office last week. So
I have about two more things
Yep.
Well, one thing, I guess the Brockton Water, for the last 2 weeks, we have to ship them next day to Billings, and post office won't guarantee it anymore. They'll take your $32, but they won't guarantee it. And they haven't got there, so we're gonna have to retest again today, and I'm gonna drive it to Williston, set up an account with lab in Williston. So we'll stop shipping it to Billings. So that's gonna be kind of a pain, but and once we get it coordinated with Culbertson, that our tester from Culbertson would take them both. And then we had a meeting this morning with the reps from the union for the sheriff's office on W4s. There's more just an informational thing. They had questions on W4s, but that was a meeting, kind of an official meeting with them.
Hey, I have a question for you. Has there been any
any change with the pressures in Brockton? Water pressures or,
Sam says, everybody says it's the same.
which is what we expected.
And I told them all we're gonna be opening up bids to do hydrants and valves and see if some of those valves are closed, maybe that fix it. And the hydrants have to be fixed. So, yeah, there really hasn't been any change. I don't know if they installed those pumps yet.
They're backtracking on.
Doing it.
They wanna find someone
Imagine that.
more qualified, put them in somebody.
Seems like that happens.
We did, just to update, we did buy two pressure pumps for two properties, and the tribe said they would install them. If the county bought them, so we bought them, they were gonna get them installed, hopefully it'll pressure or see if it made a difference, and
Just trying different things.
Doug's been working with them, trying to get that ball rolling. So,
And I guess with that, we are applying for grants for the next funding cycle to do a full water system PER for Brockton. To investigate the pressures and priorities
Because we-
the main.
That 1.7 million for the sewer, that's happening, isn't it? Or where's that at?
Yes, so that's currently under design right now, should be sent to SRF and IHS for review. Probably by the end of January, and then we'll get their review and then we can bid that project out as well, so that's replacement of. I don't even know how many feet, but a big majority of the sewer mains.
they'll be updated on sewers and the lagoon,
And that is funded through, I believe, SRF and through IHS.
I guess my hope is, and I don't know how the other commissioners, if we get everything tuned up good with Brockton, get the water good, sewers good, that maybe the tribes will be interested in taking over the community of Brockton. So it's kind of the ultimate end game goal. So. Okay, any other questions?
Who owns the VFW property now?
That is a church.
They're eligible, will be eligible for that Brockfield money.
They did go through Brownsfield.
Oh.
They did utilize Brownfield money for the mitigation process on that, so that all went through, and that's gonna be through Great Northern and the.
That's good.
To get that taken care of, so. They did finally work. I think Gary McDonald was pretty instrumental in that. We had a meeting. The pastor came in, he wanted to turn it back over to the county and quit paying taxes, and Gary went down and got Tori from Great Northern, and they were able to work together to get Brownsfields in there to clean it up. So I don't know. I had heard rumors that they're gonna just take the surface. There must be a concrete floor there.
There is.
Try and fill underneath that and leave it concrete. I don't know how the cleanup's gonna go. But they're definitely gonna make it look a lot better than it is now. So.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to minutes. Motion on the minutes for the special public meeting, January 12th.
I'll make a motion to.
Second.
Motion to second, any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Motion passes. Down to administrative issues. Action on the health department aging service for building security improvements. We have a motion. Make a motion to approve. Makes motion. Second. Ford makes a second. Any discussion on that? This is for a camera system. $1,754.31. It's my understanding that they will have one both at the aging and at public health. I see Jenny's over here. You want to kind of fill in the gaps on that for us, if you would, please?
Certainly. I did provide you with a written justification that's available for anybody who would like it, but on the 12th of January, we had a facility safety exercise and had folks from RISC, folks from law enforcement, and folks from disaster services. And what we found was that while our one camera is fantastic to have as a resource, there's so many pieces that are missing. That building that we've got across the street is full of very, very soft and vulnerable targets. We have kids and elders that are coming in for shots. We have aging services having communal meals every week, and we've got Ashley bringing in folks for Eastern Montana Community Mental Health. And so we've faced a situation where that one camera can only see one hallway run. And then there's a lot of open doors and public restrooms and, having an ability for Ashley and for aging services to see what's going on our camera and then have other camera views is just going to put us all a bit more of an advantage, with some of the uncertainty of folks that come in.
Any other discussion?
That could come out of county building.
County building fund? And any further discussion?
So many cameras are you getting?
This will be for 2,
I
correct?
think it's 2 cameras. It's a camera for the inside and then a camera for the outside. And then a monitor for customer view so that folks that come into that main entrance will know that they're on video. What our risk gal has also said is we need a couple of signs that say, you're on camera. So that we alleviate some of those risk pieces as well.
Sounds to me like you need about 4 or 5 more. There was just a gal is suing a company because they asked for cameras, didn't get them, and she was assaulted in there by her, kind of by herself. Where that's going, I don't know, but
It's scary.
it is nowadays. You never know.
It's like
This
there's
is
2 TVs and maybe 4 cameras on this.
It might,
It looks.
yeah, Jenna put together the quote for us. We'll put everything together.
So we have something online?
this is Julie. There's also that includes a camera showing our front door and a camera to show our side of the parking lot.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
One for each department, or 2 for each department, so.
One out the front doors, so it's our, be able to see that. Yeah.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, call for the vote, all in favor? Opposed, motion pass. Need a motion on Interstate Engineering Task Order 11, bridge replacement on Road 2050, $173,000. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion approved. We'll second it.
Motion and second into the discussion. John's here, so he can fill us in on its task order, if you would, please.
So, earlier, or I guess later in 2025, we were requested by the state to prioritize the remaining bridges for replacement throughout the county. This road, Sheep Creek on Road 2050, is the last one in the county that is load rated. It is just upstream of the 1019 bridge or culverts that you guys replaced. The difference in those ones and that one is those were under the 20-foot limit, so they were not classified or not considered in the bridge inventory through MDT. So that's why this one has got to go through engineering to be replaced. We anticipate replacing it with aluminum box culvert, similar to what we did on 2051, and then are also doing on 1011. And just for your info, that 1011 has been bid and there's contract awarded and submittals are going through that will be replaced here in the spring or summer of 26. Construction on this one probably wouldn't be until 27, but we would to go through the approval and design process in 2026.
Is there deadlines on submitting it to that HSB
The 536 funds,
536?
there are not there. That program is starting to come to an end. Is there funds, but that is one thing that is included in here is submittal of that for
Well,
536
it's
funds.
supposed to be replaced by another fund that 100 million that was put aside for the state for bridges.
And we haven't heard much about that yet. I think that's probably going to come out more information on that in the February, March.
Yeah, that
right
should be
around
before we
that.
have to, this should be eligible for both those.
Yes.
If one runs out, the other one like can replace it, so. We wanna keep it the same way of distributing funds because it's efficient,
Correct.
so the state probably screwed up.
Shades up. But yes, we are reaching out to MDT on that 536 or whatever the new
Yeah.
bill
Good.
funds are for.
As long as both are.
And our hope is that it's funded by that SB 536 or a program that is very similar. We've had pretty good success in the past when we've submitted into that, so.
And if this is, like I said, this is for design and construction phase services. If there are issues with funds, it doesn't have to be bid, at a certain time or anything. It can be, the design can be kind of adjusted and show if it comes down. So.
Any other discussion? See none, we'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. We need a motion on the Treasury's office report and investments pledged securities for December 31 of 2025.
I'll second it.
Motion is second. Do we have any discussion on this? This is all the funds come in, get invested. Betty puts this together for us. Call for the vote. All in favor? Motion pass. Need a motion on the resignation of Fair Board member Chelsea Flynn.
Motion approved. Second it.
Motion in a second. Any discussion on this? Chelsea Flynn was hired as the Fair Board manager as of February 1, so she had to resign her position. So that leaves us an open Fair Board position, and we would certainly like to get some representation. I believe she was from the Popper area. It would be nice to get some representation on the Fair Board from the Wolf Point Popper area on the west side. I think if we have a Fair Board member, it also promote some involvement from the area over here. So
we need to put a 2-week notice in the paper for a new Fair Board member from Poplar Wolf Point.
all in favor of that motion? Oh, same sign, motion pass. We had action on our sanitarian contract services. Do we have a motion to, how should we phrase this?
I'll make a motion to accept Rinaldi's resignation as effective February 1st, 2026 as our sanitarian.
Gordon makes a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Doug seconds. Any discussion on this? Mike Rinaldi is decided to no longer have his services for Roosevelt County, so this will end his contract, and with that, we will have to advertise for a new county sanitarian. So
That's a contract position, so it's not an employee, but. So I don't know for sure if we have to do an RFQ or just put out an ad for a new position.
any other discussion?
Do you have names and stuff that we could give to?
Have some ideas of feelers I can put out. There's one that's a part-time in Richland County. We'll see if I could get her to come things up a bit.
Do we have a job description of sanitarian?
I have some available from other counties that I can provide to you.
That'd be good. I did visit with Casey Burt the other day, and Cam Chip is also the one for Valley
Yeah.
County. He didn't know if he would be willing to take on Roosevelt.
And we've had him as a backup if we absolutely need it, but he does have a lot on his plate. I don't.
He said you could ask, but no guarantee what kind of it's gonna be, I guess, so.
Because if I asked John if Interstate would do something like that, he said you could do some of the sanitation, but none of the inspection.
We can do the sanitation reviews, but we're not qualified.
So,
to do that.
but even if someone doesn't have time to do everything, we could split that job up.
Absolutely.
We
If
could,
you could do septic.
Yeah, we could hire
We
John's
could-
firm to
yeah.
do septic
And then we
review.
could do retail and wholesale
Yeah.
licensed establishments.
Yeah, so
Establishment.
I guess as we keep this in mind, we can combine different things to get a,
Just gonna talk to Stephanie down.
Divide and conquer.
however it works to get somebody to do it, 'cause that's gonna be a tough position to fill. You gotta have a degree in whatever, sanitation.
Biology degree, and
Yeah.
I don't know, it's way above my pay grade knowledge.
It was we looked into it on the health side of it. It's a, degree in biology.
But you guys could do that and then we could have someone else do the retail, but however it works out, if we get somebody to do both, that's good.
Yeah, it's squared.
Okay, any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll call for the vote, all in favor,
Fine.
motion pass. Need a motion and approval of claims for January 15th in the amount of $151,740.43.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Yep.
Aye. Motion passes, no pay raises, hires. That is everything on the agenda. Any other discussion items? None, we'll close. Motion second, we're closed.